Hey everyone, this is some nerdy guy back again with another video, and today's video is a findings from Japan video, which I've not done one of these in a long time because I haven't really, I've got a lot of stuff from, like, I don't know how to describe it. They're Japanese games, but I didn't get them directly from Japan, if that makes any sense. But then more recently, I did get some games from Japan, and it just took a while for them to show up because I always choose the cheapest shipping option on from Japan, which I believe I've already said that's the website I usually get Japanese gaming stuff from. And the cheapest shipping option always takes the longest, so it's been like almost 3 months, and I finally got the second thing that I ordered, so I'm ready to do another findings from Japan video. But I also wanted to show the other Japanese games that I've got, but it was off of Whatnot, which I know I've mentioned before. The channel is called Elements, and they strictly only sell Japanese games. So without further ado, I'll just kind of run through those real quick before I open these packages. Got Fighting Vipers for the Saturn. And the main reason I wanted this, because I know Fighting Vipers on like the US version isn't too expensive, but the Japanese version has Pepsi Man as a playable character, and I want to get Pepsi Man really bad, so definitely wanted to get that. And then this one, it's called Full Car Mini something, I can't remember. It's like a little racing game, which is pretty cool. I like racing games. And then we have Rhyme Rider Kururi-chan, I think is how you pronounce this game. I remember Pete Dorr talking about this game a long time ago, and whenever I eventually got a Wonder Swan, I was like, I gotta get this game because he recommended it, and it's like a music rhythm game. Was never able to find it. I found like a couple copies on eBay that were just a little bit too expensive than what I wanted to pay, and I got it on Elements. I think I only paid like $10 for it because nobody really knew exactly what it was, so that was really cool. It is cart only. It's not complete in box how I would prefer, but that's okay. I got some Famicom Load Runner in the box. Excuse me. The only problem is that the box is kind of shredded. Both ends are missing, and there's no manual or anything, but that's okay. I still really like the artwork on the box. I think it's really cool. As well as the Japanese version of Ghouls and Ghosts. No, that's the Ghosts and Goblins. That's what this one is. Yeah. Sorry, I get them mixed up sometimes, but thought the cover art for this was really cool. I like it. So there's that. We have, actually, you know what? Speaking of this, because this was one of the topics we talked about, I forgot to say before I started this video. Whoa, why is it so blurry? Whoa, that is like really. Why can't it? Can it not focus on me? Okay. There we go. But if it just got uploaded fairly recently. But my buddy Chicken Heart and I had done a podcast, and on that podcast, I had said we had talked about collecting Japanese games. It got brought up, and I said that I was only going to collect Japanese exclusives. Well, these were bought before I made that decision because I realized how many like Japanese versions of games I was getting, and I was like, am I really going to play most of these? And like, I'm still going to go after the US version, even though I don't have it right now. So I'm like kind of stopping getting Japanese versions, unless if it's like I really like the box art, or the US version is just way too expensive and I can only afford to get the Japanese. Especially with games that don't require you to know Japanese, that you could just kind of plug in and play it and be fine. But yeah, so I figured he was going to call me out on that, so I figured I'd clarify. So got those. This next one was a pretty uncommon game, so I was pretty happy to get it for less than $10. But it's Go Akman, or Akman, however you want to pronounce that. But the characters are done by Akira Toriyama, which is, of course, the creator of Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball. So that's pretty cool. I was happy to get that one. And then we got some PSP. Couple PSP games. I might have shown these already. I'm not entirely sure. But there was a Ape Escape racing game, which I thought was wild. I've never seen this before. So that was really cool. And the PSP is region free, so that's awesome as well. Puyo Puyo 7. I really like Puyo Puyo games. Of course, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was like the first one I was introduced to. The ones on the Switch are really fun. But yeah, so got that. And then this game, I didn't know they had these spin-off games from Monster Hunter about just the Palicos. So look, you little kitties. They're just goofy. I like it. So yeah. And then yeah, there's a little pig, and he's in like a sweater. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he's cool. And then we got some Wii and one Wii U game. We got Rhythm Heaven Fever, or Forever. I think it's Rhythm Heaven Fever. I don't know. The Wii one, and the US version of this is so expensive now. I don't really know why. I guess just like a low print game that got popular. I don't know. And I swore that I had it, and I guess I don't, because I've not been able to find it anywhere. So I got the Japanese version for only like $4. So I'm like, if I just want to play it, that's what I'll do. We got the Puyo Puyo 20th anniversary game for the Wii, and this only ever came out in Japan, so that's pretty cool. I was happy to get that. We got the Taiko no Tatsujin game on the Wii U. I have a couple. I think I have one other of these, but this one's different. It's got like different Taiko drum characters up here that I have not seen before. So I'm guessing it means that it's a 4-player instead of like a 2-player type deal. So that's really cool. I got this for pretty cheap as well. And then last but not least, we got Puyo Puyo 7 on the Wii. So I got the PSP version, and then I also got the Wii version. So that's pretty cool. I was happy with that. Like I said, I really like Puyo Puyo games, and I imagine on the Wii it's probably pretty fun. I don't know if it has any like motion control or anything, but I figured just like using the Wii remote to do it. Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. And then without further ado, like I said, I got 2 boxes from Japan. This one only has one thing in it, that's why it's so flat and small, and then this one. So I think I will go with the small one first. And this was the one I was waiting the longest for, even though I shipped them out roughly around the same time. But for whatever reason, this one just took longer to ship, which, you know, it happens. Whatever. As long as it gets here, that's all that matters to me. Shoot. And then I'm trying to cut this without cutting, because it's a, like I said, it's a tight fit. It's a small box. Like, I don't want to accidentally slice anything open. I'm trying to be extra careful. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, sweet. Yeah. I always like this. They just kind of like shrink wrap it to the cardboard. But yeah, this is a complete in box game for the Famicom. A game that I've wanted to get, like a series that I've wanted to get into, and I got this for dirt cheap. I think it was like maybe 20 bucks, if that. Might have been a little cheaper than that. But that is Parodius for the Famicom. So, I love the box art. I like this little penguin guy. I'm assuming he's the villain. And there's a little penguin here. I think penguins are cool. I love penguins. But yeah, Parodius is like a pretty popular shoot 'em up series. So I was very happy to get at least one of them. I know there's like a handful on Super Famicom. There's some on the PC Engine. Things like that. This box is in really good shape too. So this is awesome. And I'm pretty positive it has the manual as well. Yeah, so here's the manual, and then there's the, as I just, you know, just throw the cartridge wherever, that's fine. But yeah, there's a little artwork of the little characters, the little octopus guy. I don't know if that's supposed to be Twinbee. It is a Konami game, so I'm pretty sure Twinbee is Konami. I know things about video games, of course I do. So yeah, got a complete in box copy of Parodius for the Famicom. And then we got big box. Well, I mean, not like a bigger box. It's not like a huge box. box, but it's got some cool stuff in it, though, not gonna lie. You will see here in a second if I can stop being a dingus and just open it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, again, they are all shrink wrapped together. I'm going to try to do this in a way where I can just kind of slide them out of here. So these are all individually wrapped in plastic. So we got a couple Saturn games. We have, yeah, Fatal Fury Special for the Saturn. This was like less than $5. I swear it was only like $2. I'm pretty sure. I think it says the yen amount on here. Oh, I cut the crap out of this thing. Oh no, it just kind of has like the general price that I paid for. Oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad. 511 yen, which less than $5. It's pretty sure that's less than $5. The conversion to dollars is probably like $4 and some change. So yeah, for that, can't beat it. Getting Sega Saturn stuff, anything US, is usually pretty expensive. Some are cheaper than others, but you know, anybody who collects Saturn will tell you that they're pretty pricey. And then this game, which I figured out wasn't as expensive, but I think I got this one for maybe $10. So even with the shipping cost, it was kind of worth it. I'm forgetting the name. I'm hoping that the... Yeah. Steam Gear Mash on the Saturn, which these graphics look so cool. Like, top down, like, isometric. It almost looks like Sonic 3D Blast in a way, but it's got, like, some platforming, and it's, like, almost like a twin-stick shooter. Obviously, there's not two analog sticks on the Saturn, but you're just moving around shooting at everything because you got this little Steambot character. Really cool. I like the artwork on this one, so I was happy to get that. And then lastly, this is not a Saturn game, but it's a PC Engine game, and you know, same deal. Got this for so cheap, way cheaper than most PC Engine games go for on eBay, which to fanboy a little bit about Pete Dorr, because I know I've mentioned him 100 times on this channel. He did like a whole video about like how people are inflating the Japanese like game prices for inherently no reason. Like just random games are so almost like any Japanese game, people like consider it expensive when it really shouldn't be. But yeah, most PC Engine stuff, anytime I look it up, it's like $50 or more. But then I go on the From Japan site and they're like $10, $20. Some of them are still expensive just because of the rarity and things like that. So it does happen, but got this for way cheaper. But Silent Debuggers on the PC Engine. It's got this cool little slip cover, and then it's even still got the foam with it. And there's the card, and of course the manual. So this was really cool. I got this for super cheap. I was happy with that. And then, last but not least, oh man, now I can't get it to go back in. Damn it. I'm not going to mess with that right now. If I can't get it this time, I'm not doing it. Okay, yeah, I'll mess with that later. Okay, and last but not least, I ended up bidding on a lot. And I got all of these games for, let me look at this again, just to be sure. I got it for 5,000 yen. Yeah, 5,000 yen. So that's like $30-ish, I think. Somewhere around there. But it is a lot of Famicom games. I was just like on a kick for it. I was watching Kid Shoryuken, which he's not called that anymore. He's called Mad Panic Gaming. But he was doing one of his like shopping runs, like where he just goes to random Japanese game stores and he'll look at like specific consoles, which this time I don't think he was, but he kept showing Famicom stuff and I'm like, man, the cartridges are so cool, they're colorful. The games just, I don't know. I mean, when they're exclusives, it's like that's what you want to try to get, or what I was wanting to get, rather. But I found these for so cheap, and I couldn't help it. I wanted them. I wanted them so bad. So some of these are complete in box too. So, and they're all individually wrapped, and they're in baggies, which is really cool. We got Xavier. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I've never been able to pronounce this game for as long as I have played this. I've played it on different plug and plays, and Xevious, not Xevior, Xevious. So there's that. Super cool. We got, this one's a cool one. Kanikaman, or Ultimate Muscle, whichever you want to call it. If it will focus, maybe it'll focus. Doesn't really seem to want to, but there's that. Here's one of the boxed ones. This one is just Pinball, which does not seem to have Mario on it like the US version, so that's interesting. There's Pinball. We've got, I like the cover art for this one, Antarctic Adventure. I don't know if there's a US version of this or not. I don't really know what the comparison is for this one, so I'll have to try it out. And then this one looks like just a horse derby game. Yeah, whatever, horse simulator thingy. And then I've always thought these ones were weird, like just the art, or not even art, like the lack of art on these cartridges. Like here's tennis. I don't know if it's just supposed to look more sophisticated because it's Famicom, family computer. It's supposed to look more like a computer, excuse me, more like a computer game rather than like a, I don't know, a kid's game, I guess. I don't know. And then this one is Popeye, which that is very interesting that they went the route of not putting artwork on here. So yeah, there's that. And then we get into some of the cooler ones here. I'm trying to save the best ones for last. We have Space Invaders. I thought this was so cool. I really like the artwork on this one. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they put Space Invaders on the NES. Like in the US, I don't think they did it until Super Nintendo. I think they might have done a Space Invaders. I honestly can't remember. Maybe they did. I'm just have never seen it. But I swear I've not seen a Space Invaders on the NES. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of this one. But I know of the series. Oh, crap. I can't remember what it's called. It's the little ninja kid. I can't remember what the Japanese name of it is, but it's like Ninja Kid or something like that in the US. But yeah, I really thought this was cool. The artwork is really nice. There's the back of it. They did a collection of this for through Strictly Limited, that you could get all the NES versions, all the Game Boy versions, the Super Nintendo, and everything. So it's cool to have this one complete in the box. And like I said, I got all these for like $30. Of course you have to pay for shipping, but like comparatively to buying all these individually would have costed way more. This is another really cool one. I'm gonna save that one for next to last. This one is not as interesting, even though the box is still cool. But that is Golf. Golf is cool, I guess. I don't know. But these are the last three, and these are the coolest ones. We have Clue Land. It's a very cool one. Kind of an uncommon NES game. So it's kind of cool to get the Famicom version. I think it's neat. Got the artwork there. Very happy to have that. And then this was the one that I was just mentioning before I showed Golf, but it's Donkey Kong Jr. Look how cool that is. There is a rip right there, but that's okay. This is so cool to me. I love this. There's the title there. So cool. I love that. And then last, but certainly not least, this is another really cool one. And I remember seeing this at a convention and saw the price on it, and I was like, I bet I can get that for significantly cheaper. And sure enough, I ended up getting this whole lot, and this was part of it. And that is for the original Super Mario Bros. Famicom. Look at that cover art. That's just so cool. This is what, not really what started it all, but you know what I mean. Like, for Super Mario Bros., this is it. This was what the artwork that everybody saw in Japan when they were buying their Famicom and getting their games, and getting this. Just super cool to me. I think that's awesome. Which I know they've used this artwork in the US before too, like to show the history of Mario and things like that. But there's the cartridge there. Really cool. But yeah, this is all the stuff I've got from Japan as of recent. These Famicom games are just so cool to me. I'm so happy that I was able to win this for such a good price. Getting all these, that's the way to go, honestly, to get games in Japan. Like, I mean, buying individuals is not bad either, obviously, especially if you only want one game. But getting these lots and just happening to be the only bidder, and you just get them for so cheap altogether, like $30 for all these games is insane. It might have been a little bit more than $30. Maybe it was like 30s, just a little above 30, but still just so cool. I'm very happy with it. So, sorry, I'm trying to show all of them. There's tennis again, and then the horse derby game, and then Popeye. So yeah. And of course all the other cool games that I got, but the Famicom ones were like the main one I was like super excited for. So anyways, that is what I found not in Japan, I didn't go to Japan, but what I found from Japan, From Japan, the website. So yeah, if you want to find some cool Japanese goodies for yourself, use From Japan. There's other services too. There's Bai, and there's a couple other ones, but From Japan is just personally what I like to use. But yeah, and also go check out Chicken Heart, his channel. I will put his link down there because we have a podcast that we just uploaded, or he just uploaded, sorry. So if you want to, go listen to that, and I will definitely be having more videos soon. I know I mentioned in my last video that I am going to be doing another limited run thing. I'm just waiting on a couple more things, and hopefully that'll be it, and then I can just do the video, because I have a bunch of boxes that I haven't opened, because I'll go to do the video, or thinking about going to do it, and then they're like, hey, we got another box coming, and so I'm like, okay, I'll wait, and I'm waiting on 2 more, I believe, and then I'll be able to do the video. So anyways, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and until next one, see ya.